So tonight on Dispodopolis, we thought we would continue our conversation because we were talking about Toy Story Land, and Ryan had the opportunity to do one of the after-hours parties at Hollywood Studios. So we thought we would expand a little bit and talk about that experience that he had in December, right? The end of December, or we into January?
We're into January.
Oh, excellent.
January 5th. It was the first one. It was the first after hours event after the holidays.
Oh, okay, cool.
I bought tickets using the My Disney World Experience app with my phone, and you just open that up and then you click Buy Tickets and scroll down to Special Events and click that. And then you choose which Disney After Hours park you want to do, and you can just buy tickets from there. And it's pretty simple, pretty easy. And then the tickets appear in your My Disney Experience app.
You know, you drive in and pay to park. It's, now $25 to park.
Woo!
I know, right? So plan for that, unless if you're like an annual pass holder or you're staying on property, of course, and, parking is included.
Some of the hotels are charging now, I believe.
Well, yeah, because you get charged for the hotel, for the parking at the hotel, but then you can still go to the parks and park at the parks for free.
Okay.
Free in quotes. I mean, you're paying for the parking somewhere.
Yes, in quotes.
Yeah, they just don't make you pay double pay to park.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah. So you go in and then you park, and where they were directing us, I mean, you could catch a tram, but it was actually faster to just walk.
Okay.
Yeah, so we parked kind of out a ways, and I asked the cast member what to do, and he was like, honestly, just walk it. I was like, it'll be faster and easier. So we did that. So we walked in, and of course got to see like the new Skyliner stuff going in, and then they have all the decorations there, and it's easy to get a picture of Mickey. It's usually a Sorcerer Mickey, and then you can get a picture of the entrance. But there was a lot of people leaving the park at the time.
Okay, what time was this about?
Now we got there just after 7:30.
Okay,
and you can officially start going in at 7.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And the actual party is, depending on the night and the hours, but with Hollywood Studios, it's usually 8:30 to 11:30.
Oh, gotcha.
It can be 8 to midnight. It just depends on the hours of Hollywood Studios that night. So they close Hollywood Studios is officially closed at 8.
Okay.
But the party doesn't start till 8:30.
Okay.
And so it actually, which is nice, because if you get there at 7, all the restaurants are open. So if you wanted to eat dinner at a restaurant, you can make a dining reservation and still go eat at a restaurant. If you want to go catch a show, there still are some of the shows playing. Oh. Like the Frozen, I forget what it's called, but it's the Frozen sing-along. You could catch The Little Mermaid. They still had some of those that were going. Or you could go see Fantasmic.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, so we went and saw Fantasmic.
Oh, cool. What time was the show, the Fantasmic at? 8 o'clock or?
8 o'clock is the 8 o'clock show.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and of course, by the time we got in there, it was, the stadium was pretty full, but I wanted to sit in the back anyway, so we could easily get out of the show and then start enjoying attractions. But you can start going on attractions right away if you want to. I was like, we're there, Fantasmic's going on, so we wanted to go see Fantasmic, or at least I did.
You wanted to start your evening with Fantasmic.
Yeah, I started my evening with Fantasmic. And in retrospect, I probably wouldn't do that because I'm not a big Walt Disney World Fantasmic fan.
Oh, yeah.
And I just forgot that I'm not a big Walt Disney World Fantasmic fan because it's been years since I'd seen it, a lot of years.
It's more to kick back your legs.
Oh, because you can sit down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the nice one about this Fantasmic versus Disneyland is you can sit down, and we sat in the back, and there was like a backing, so you could just kind of lean back and watch the show. But it's still entertaining, and it's nice that you can go do that if you want to. So we finished that, and then we walked out, and we could have gone to see Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam.
Okay.
Because that was going on at the time. It started at 8:30, but I wanted just to start attractions.
I don't think you missed anything. I think you're okay.
Yeah, I'd heard it's just like just an okay show.
It's a mini show. They don't do a whole lot of fireworks for it, but it's fun to see once. But like when we went back there for Thanksgiving, we didn't see it again.
Yeah. So we went towards what we did. We actually went since we were already on Sunset Boulevard there, or Hollywood. Is that right? Sunset Boulevard. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We went to towards Tower of Terror. And we watched some of the fireworks from the end, and they were still doing all the Christmas songs and all the Christmas lighting and all the like little projection shows on the Tower of Terror.
Oh, cool. Those are fun.
So we could watch we watched a couple projection shows and then watched the fireworks going off in the background, so we could we still got to see fireworks and that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
So if they have fireworks going on at Hollywood Studios after hours, you can still see the fireworks, and that's nice. And we went on, we started out there at Sunset Boulevard, went on Tower of Terror, then went on Rock and Roller Coaster. And I have to say, the lines for those were nothing.
Oh, wow.
It was like, walk on. And you didn't have to watch the pre-show either.
Oh.
You could just walk through. They had the pre-show playing on a loop if you wanted to like stand around and wait for the pre-show and watch it.
Okay.
Which we did one time just because we hadn't seen the pre-show for a while. Guardians of the Galaxy had taken over at Disney California Adventure, so I wanted to see the pre-show. Mike wanted to see the pre-show because we're Twilight Zone fans, and so it's just kind of fun.
Yeah.
You know, it puts you in the mood for it. So the first time we read it, we stayed for the pre-show, watched it, and then walked on the ride. And then the second time we just blew through the pre-show. We're like, because if you've seen it once, like, why?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And they don't do that at some of the other ones. Like, I hear, like, at the Animal Kingdom, you have to do, like, the whole pre-show stuff for, like, Flight of Passage.
Okay. Well, some of that I think is just, like, a spacer to, like, I think there's things going on, and they're kind of trying to fill your time. I don't think it's like you're not getting in line in another line. Like you're waiting for people to get off the ride so you can get on Pandora.
Well, and that's possibly, but also with the lines are very, very short.
Uh-huh.
And people reporting, they'd be like the only people going in for their actual theater thing, and there was nobody. There might have been like one or two people in before them. I don't know how they knew that, but I think probably talking with a cast member. So I don't know why they were making people wait for the pre-shows, but you didn't have to at Hollywood Studios, which everybody loved. Let me tell you, everybody's this is awesome.
Because when does that happen?
Right, yeah. And the Rock and Roller Coaster pre-show drives me nuts anyway. It's like,
that's a great idea. Let's get some backstage passes.
I'm like, it's Aerosmith on a loop, and it's kind of annoying. It's like, I was never a big fan of that pre-show.
Don't leave these people behind.
Yeah, like, I know it's supposed to put me in the mood, like I'm in a recording studio and then going to a party with Aerosmith, but it never did that for me.
Okay.
I never accomplished that. It just, I don't know. I'm ready for a re-theme of that one.
There you go. Oh, yeah. I've kind of thought that was going to happen, but not yet.
But I love that roller coaster. I think it's a great roller coaster. So we rode that twice, and that was enough for both of us. That was plenty because we're now getting older, and doing big roller coasters is getting harder I don't know why it gets harder as you get older, but it really starts throwing your equilibrium off. And I'm like, okay, I'm done with intense roller coasters for a while. And then we went to get snacks because snacks are included, or some of the snacks are included.
That's awesome.
So you can go get Mickey ice cream bar, Mickey ice cream sandwich. You can get the fruit bars. You can get bottled sodas, bottled water, popcorn. It's all included, and you just walk up to the stand and you just order however much you want. So like, you know,
man, stock up.
Ice cream bar, ice cream sandwich, popcorn, water, Coke. We both got all of that. We both did that, and I'm like,
man,
that in and of itself was like a good $20 each to do that. And so that's the nice thing, is that's included, and you could sit out and it wasn't advertised, but during the holiday season, you could get all the Christmas shows still playing on Sunset Boulevard all night long.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and so you can just, you know, get a snack, sit on the bench, and get to watch some of those projection shows that are going on.
Oh, that's cool. Love it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was a fun thing and there's nobody there.
That'd be weird because it's so packed on that street when those shows are going on.
Oh yeah, it's just there's
people
people
behind.
walking, but it's not packed.
That's cool.
So so that was cool. And then we went over to Animation. Well, it used to be Animation Courtyard. Is it still Animation Courtyard? I forget.
I don't think. No, it's the Star Wars thing now.
Yeah, it's the Star Wars thing.
Star Wars Academy, or we're winning.
I know. Animation Courtyard. It's called Animation Courtyard. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Not a whole lot of animation going on though.
Yeah, I know it's Star Wars Launch Bay too,
Bay.
but the courtyard area, and it's actually Star Wars Launch Bay that you go into, has all the Star Wars characters. So you can meet BB-8, Chewbacca, Kylo Ren, and I tell you what, there in each of those lines there was like 0 or maybe 1 or 2 people in front of us.
Oh, awesome!
And they have, like, if you don't know, there are. I don't want to spoil the magic, but like you get to. It's like full open, so there are a lot of there's multiple friends inside. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway, you can meet BB-8 and without any lines. Now Michael was not really expecting much of anything from these.
Okay.
And I had gone at Disneyland and wanted to like meet Chewbacca, and he's like, not really for me, not a big deal. So we get in there, and the first person we met was Kylo Ren.
Okay.
And he is hysterical. I mean, it's so much
Really?
fun. It's a fun meet and greet. He commands you to like stand in a certain way, and kind of like is not. I don't know if berate's the right term, but he's very authoritarian with you. And
Lovely.
it's just fun. It's great, and his voice is spot on.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, it's really good. And like Michael was just like in awe. He was like, "This is amazing." He was like, He thought that was really cool. Like, okay, well, if you like that one, you need to go meet Chewie. So we went and met Chewbacca next, and like, he was starstruck.
That's awesome.
He was like a little kid meeting Chewbacca, and he got a hug from a Wookiee, and it was like to this day he was like that was incredible. Like he started talking, and Michael was like,
I love it.
it was like they do such a good job with these meet and greets. I mean, it is like you're getting to meet Chewbacca.
Yes.
And so like he's totally excited for Galaxy's Edge now, because I'm like, if you think that's something, just wait till this occurs inside Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and you're fully immersed in that environment. Yeah, so it was fun. Yes, Fiona, you have a question?
Well, like literally besides ones that they portray at Comic-Con.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
like cosplay.
I mean, like, come on, these guys are newable, not exciting
Oh, because Michael wasn't excited to meet them
at first.
but yeah. It is fun to meet those.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun. And so the characters are there, and there's other characters too throughout the park. So you can go to Commissary Lane and meet Mickey and Minnie, and they were like,
cool.
yeah, you could go meet Mickey and Minnie, or you could go to Echo Lake and meet Olaf. And in Toy Story Land, they had the Toy Story characters in their Christmas stuff still.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so like Buzz Lightyear still had Santa hat on and that kind of thing.
Yeah, cool.
And so if you like characters, this is a really good thing to meet characters, because there's no long lines to meet characters. You know, you've got the longest lines that I saw like had 5 or 6 people in them.
Oh,
to
okay,
meet a
yeah.
character. I mean, you know, that's nothing.
Yeah.
You know, at Walt Disney World.
Oh, I
mean,
know.
those lines can go
Lord
like
above.
30 minutes to an hour to meet a
Oh,
character.
Yes.
So if you like characters, so that's the nice thing about this kind of party is, you know, they had all the characters around. So if you're not like a big attractions person, there's characters that you could go do, plus the projection show and the snacks and different things. So I thought it was very well done, and was very pleased with all of that. So then we went to Toy Story Land, and everything was open. And the one restaurant that stayed open the entire time was the restaurant there, Woody's Lunchbox.
Andy's Lunchbox.
Oh yeah. So
I know. I always want to say Woody's Lunchbox too.
gotcha.
No,
Sorry, Andy's
no.
Lunchbox.
No poultry's lunchbox.
No poultry lunchbox. You're obsessed
Yeah.
with that poultry lunchbox.
I don't know why I had my hand. Why I got into.
Well, it does have a very cute little Buzz Lightyear toy on the side of the building that you wanted to have your picture taken with.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was Zurg.
Oh, Zurg. Oh, sorry, Zurg, not Buzz Lightyear.
Zurg. Oh yeah, Zurg. That's
Winning.
funny, Zurg. That's funny. Good memory though. Good job, Fiona.
Never defend the villain.
Never defend the villain. That's funny. So you could get something to eat inside Toy Story Land. Now you could also go get hot dogs at like the KRNR, the Rock Station.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Over by Rock and Roller Coaster. You could get like hot dogs there, and you could get hot dogs over on Sunset Boulevard too, if you so wanted. But I would say they're like expensive. I forgot how much for a hot dog. I think it was something like $8 or $9 for a hot dog. Like don't do that. Either eat before you come, eat dinner before you come, or come and eat like at one of the restaurants at 7, and then go do your experience.
Yeah. Even when I was working at Disneyland, the hot dogs were like $3.50, $4. This was 20 years ago. They're just expensive. Just what it is.
Oh, I was like for a hot dog.
I know. And it's not a big hot dog either.
No, and I saw them. I was like, no.
Yeah.
We had already eaten before we got there. We ate dinner before we got there, but I would just like go get the free snacks.
No
then
joke.
go get some. Right, then go get something. If I wanted protein, go get something after it was all done. So, but the waits in Toy Story, like there, you could walk through Toy Story Land. It was like you could go dancing through the streets.
Cool.
There's like, it was very empty, which was nice. We went first to Toy Story Mania.
Okay.
And waited less than 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, something like that.
Okay.
It was super easy.
Now, were you going through the regular line or the Fast Pass line?
Fast Pass line.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't get to see Mr. Potato Head
Yeah.
in this one. Yeah. So I was like, well, that's why I was asking earlier. Is he still there? And you were like, oh yeah, he's still there. Okay. I was like, he's in the back. He's still there. So you didn't get to see Mr. Potato Head.
Big hands down conversation.
Yeah. So that was nice. You could do that. And then we went we used the restroom area. Those were the cutest restrooms back there.
Mm-hmm. Darling.
And Toy Story, and it was not crowded. All the benches were open, like the benches made of dominoes, and you could just kind of sit for a minute and enjoy the land. And then we went on Swirling, just walked onto Alien Swirling Saucer, no line. And then we went to Slinky Dog Dash.
Yep.
And that's where we spent the rest of the night. Like we rode it 3 times. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. We spent the rest of the night there. So, because why not, right?
Sure. Absolutely.
I I was hoping to get to ride that one once. Mm-hmm. And so we got to do it. We did it that first time. And it took just under 20 minutes. It was between 15 and 20 minutes for the first line. The second line was closer to like 10.
Yeah.
And the third time was like under 10.
Yeah.
That we did it. So.
What time was that about? Were you over there at?
We saved it to last. We spent an hour in the land, so we got there around 10:30.
Okay.
Because I wanted to spend we took like a picture at the entrance, and a picture with like Buzz, and then did the rest of it too.
Cool.
So we did. I thought we got a lot in that 3-hour period of time.
You did. That's a good
Yeah.
3 hours.
Yeah, from starting over at Tower of Terror at 8:30, and then coming and ending in Toy Story. Now, we did not do. There was one more attraction, and we didn't do it. We didn't meet Mickey and Minnie, and we didn't meet Olaf, and then we also did not do
Star Tours?
Star Tours. The Adventures Continue.
Okay.
Yeah, we did not do it because we've all done Star Tours, or Mike and I have both done Star Tours a lot, and we hadn't done Toy Story Land.
Yeah.
So we wanted to spend more time in Toy Story Land, and I think that's really what you're paying for, is to get to spend time in Toy Story Land and not have a lot of people there.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, yes.
Yeah, and it's common to be able to have smaller lines at Star Tours because it's such a high capacity attraction.
Oh yeah, even when the crazy crowds, you will see it at 30 minutes part of the day.
Yeah.
That's not unheard of at all.
Yeah. Whereas like the other ones like Toy Story Mania and Slinky Dog Dash, when do you get to walk onto those rides?
Never. Not gonna happen.
Yeah, or even less than a 30-minute wait for either of those rides. Yeah, it doesn't. No.
Not so much.
Even your Fast Pass to those are a long wait. Like Fast Pass to Slinky Dog is at least a good 20 minutes, I would think.
I'm trying to think. I think a lot of times it was probably, I'd say, about 15. It wasn't too terrible, the Slinky Dog, and depending on when we hit it, there really was it wasn't really backed up a lot of times when we would hit it. And then but the Toy Story Mania, we were really fortunate, and it was only about 15 minutes, but sometimes Fast Passes will back up like nobody's business, and that whole line will fill and start going down the road. That's when you kind of like that happens a lot at Rock and Roller Coaster. It'll back up a lot. I don't know what's going on in there, but you get some serious backups in the Fast Pass line.
Yeah, it's interesting. So that's nice because basically everything is like a Fast Pass or better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's much better. Walking on.
Fast Pass. Yeah, it's like a Fast Pass or better all night long to everything.
Yeah.
So you can get almost a full day's worth of stuff in that 3-hour period of time.
Yeah. I was really impressed.
If you get there around 7:30, you can get even more. You can get a show in and that kind of thing, and on top of all of it. So, and then it was also really nice being Christmas. It was kind of like a mini Christmas party.
Yeah.
In a way, it's like you got your own private Christmas party in Hollywood Studios, and I don't know about you, but I love the Christmas decorations.
Oh, yeah, it's so retro and just reminds me of old pictures from the 50s and 60s, and it kind of like even in the 70s, those decorations were still around. Yeah. So they would drag them out and put them out on the front porch. So it was kind of fun seeing those big plastic forms.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's kind of mid-century modern. I think it's really pretty. Oh, and they still have like the garland over the main street there.
Oh, cool.
And they string it across the top like what they used to do on Main Street in Magic Kingdom, but they can't do that anymore because of the parades in Magic Kingdom.
Oh, yeah.
But they can do it in Hollywood Studios because the parades aren't. A funny thing about this was like Mike was the one that was wanting to do this evening.
Really?
Yeah, he was wanting to do it for me for kind of a gift.
Oh, okay.
A Christmas gift.
Yeah.
and I was like, it's Hollywood Studios, and because it's so much, right? It's under construction, so I was like, I was kind of like, I really could, I could do it, or we could save the money, kind of thing. And so we debated about it, and he was like, I'd really like to do it, and I think you would enjoy it. So I said, it's not like he had to twist my arm that hard, but I also was willing to bypass it too, and just but I ended up loving this. It was great. I thought this was a really good way to experience Hollywood Studios right now. And you could get in you could do everything that every main attraction that the park has right now, plus characters. So I just thought, had we not read things multiple times, we could have done everything easily.
Oh, yeah.
And met every character easily.
Yeah.
It just depends on where you want to spend your time. But you could get in a full day's worth of stuff in that 3-hour period of time, which I think is worth it.
Yeah, I think the way that you did it is probably one of the smartest things, because this wasn't a vacation to Walt Disney World. You guys actually came up we're going to Key West, and we're hitting Orlando on the way back. So
Right.
This was your only time in the parks on this trip.
Correct.
So I think this is a great way, and instead of buying an all-day ticket, really concentrating on one of the parks and getting to do and see everything.
And this was the same price as a full day ticket. It actually, I think, was $4 cheaper than a full day ticket.
Okay, with snacks.
Including snacks, yes. And it included snacks.
Drink Coca-Cola.
I'm still waiting for my snack. Like, where's my snack?
And I swear we spent at least $20 in snacks, at least. So I thought, for the limit, if you have a limited time, this is a really good way to experience one of the parks.
Yes. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So you get a lot in a very short period of time. And then it was just extra special that it was Christmas, and we got to see all the Christmas stuff too, because Disney does Christmas so well.
They do. I really enjoy their Christmas. There's no bah humbug there.
Now, also, one thing that was really cool is they had a lot of the gift shops open too, if you wanted to go shopping. So, like the Hollywood Tower of Terror gift shop was open.
Okay.
Star Wars Launch Bay with all of the Star Wars merchandise was open. All the gift shops in Toy Story Land were open. I think there was 2 locations where you could buy gifts, but still open. So if you want to go get your Slinky Dog roller coaster headband,
you got it.
Kind of
Everyone's doing it.
It's there. You could go get it. Only the. It's not the Emporium there, but the Emporium-like shop on their main street on, I think, Hollywood Boulevard. There's only one shop that was open on that one.
Okay.
What do they call it? Mickey's of Hollywood. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That was the only one that was open.
Well, some of those they have to have open to have the rides open.
Yeah, Tatooine Traders was... Yeah, true. Tatooine Traders was open. Yeah, all the ones that were, I guess, associated with rides and that kind of thing were open, but you could of course, buy merchandise and shop if you wanted to.
Yeah.
So, definitely, on a scale of Mickey ears, 1 to 5.
Oh my!
I would give it a 5. I'd do it again.
Cool.
I would definitely do this again if I had a limited time. In fact, like if I went in the summertime and there was like kind of a week period where they were doing this, I would consider just
doing that
only after hours events if it was a busy period of time, and just do after hours events. I already looked at like our spring break, and like they stop it for when Texas gets out of spring break.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, it's the only time that they're not doing these after hour events.
Oh my Lord.
All of Texas is apparently flooding to Florida.
Oh, well, yes. Hello. Oh my gosh. Every time I go to Walt Disney World, I know like 10 people there. So Disney, we're just saying Texas needs a park.
It does.
Yeah,
I'm sure the
just
listen
don't-
does.